What's up, y'all? You know what time it is. It's about to be that time.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Savage.
And we're back. Welcome back to another episode of How Will It Work? We're talking about the One Piece live-action adaptation for Netflix. Okay, we've already done 3 parts of these. If if I don't talk about something that you're interested in, maybe it's in one of the other parts. Today we're going to talk about casting once again. Okay, this is easily the most requested thing on the channel. People want to know if I was going to cast season 2, hypothetically, Baroque works, etc. Who would I pick? So that's what we're doing today. Okay, so to kick things off today, we're going to start with one of my favorite characters, easily my favorite villain in the series, Crocodile, Mr. himself. An actor that I would love to see in this role is Kirk Acevedo. Now you may be asking yourself, who is this guy? I don't know who this is. And like we did in the other video that I did on casting, we are choosing actors that you may not know. Okay, character actors. Some unknowns. I'm going to have some high dollar picks in here, but they're spread across. All right, Kirk Acevedo is an actor that I really, really enjoy. Particularly, I really liked him as the big bad in Arrow, seasons 5 and 6, somewhere around there. He played Ricardo Dragon. Excellent performance. Really gave me huge Crocodile vibes.
You want something big? Something truly remarkable? You gotta think long term.
We've been waiting out here long term.
Let me put it in perspective. I've been working on something for 5 years. What's waiting 2 hours? Prison's made you weak.
I thought they were an urban legend.
They're very real. They control all criminal enterprises across the entire country. 4 corners.
Yeah, quadrant, I get it. Very clever.
They didn't get that type of power without patience.
Now, alternatively, an actor that I'm sure everybody does know, Karl Urban. Higher dollar pick. Maybe you're able to get him, maybe not. Either way, he'd be great. Kirk Acevedo is still my first choice. All right, now to ease everybody back in, we'll start with another big name, Portgas D. Ace. Okay, my pick for Ace is an actor named Ryan K. Potter. Okay, this kid first jumped onto my radar back around back when Batman vs. Superman started filming, because there was rumors that they were going to incorporate Robin into the films. So he made a viral video of him, doing some martial arts with a message attached at the end, addressing Ben Affleck to be his Robin. I remember seeing that and saying, I'd like to see this kid do that role. Now he's on Titans playing Beast Boy. So, it worked out for him in some respect. But he has this smug attitude to him that I just think will really work for Ace.
Hey Ben, like Tim said, Batman needs a Robin. I think once they realize how important it is to do what we're all doing, they'll be back.
A huge person to get right is Mr. 2, Bon Clay. Okay. Now, when I do these picks, I'm trying to keep age ranges for the most part correct, but at the end of the day, what you really want is someone that's going to capture the essence of the role. Okay, I know everybody wants Jim Carrey to play Mr. 2, and it's obvious that he was probably the inspiration for the character in some respect. Definitely the haircut is from Dumb and Dumber. My pick is someone that's in their mid to late 40s, and that is Jim Rash. All right? This is the Dean from Community. Okay, Dean Pelton. I love this guy. And I'm going to play some clips here, and I think you're going to see why I see him as Mr. 2.
Ding. Guys, Greendale's music department is flat baroque. Gone with the windows, where we'll celebrate our new energy-conscious windows with a cotillion. The people at the bank loved my outfit, and they had all kinds of questions about it, and my answers seemed to amuse and even liberate them a little. A few of us went to lunch, and I had the deepest conversation of my life. I gotta go. I'm telling everybody.
He's hilarious. And I just see him going full Dean. And you know what I mean if you've watched Community. You know, when they finally get to Impel Down and he's just shouting at the door.
No! Willie, talk to me. You're not losing me. You are going to a better place with a stronger signal. Focus on my voice. Willie!
Oh, man. Jim Rash is a little older than the character is supposed to be, but, you know, if it's right, it's right. If it's right, it's right. What can I say? Moving on to another, if it's right, it's right. Mr. 1, Michael Jai White. Okay? Bars. Didn't know I was going to rhyme, did you? Savage. Neither did I. Michael Jai White. Excellent martial artist. Black Dynamite. He was in The Dark Knight. I love this actor, and I think that he would bring something very special to Mr. 1. That's one of the best choreographed fights in the entire series, so you want to get it done right. I'm just imagining Jim Rash and Michael Jai White getting together and doing that Spider's Cafe scene where they, you know, kind of fight and they had a little tiff. And, man, I don't know. I just think it's perfect. I just think it's perfect.
Your biology class has been canceled.
Couldn't care less about your little power trip. Just want to gut him.
Moving on. All right. Mr. 3. Now this is a high dollar pick. This is something that I don't necessarily see this happening, but I've only ever seen this in my head, and that is Jeff Goldblum as Mr. 3. This is the most wild and outlandish pick I'm ever going to choose for these, but I just love the idea of Jeff Goldblum coming in and just being like, yes, the Straw Hats. Yes, I am Mr. 3. This is Baroque Works. I've got wax powers. Miss Goldenweek is over there. Yes, she is. And she's going to draw something. So wait. Yes, she's going to draw something. Just let her do it. Oh, caught you in wax. I just see it. I love it. I love Goldblum. I'd love to see it. I don't really even want to pick another person. You know, Goldblum he's in his 60s. He's definitely too old for the role, but it's still so perfect, you know. And I've seen a lot of people pick Goldblum for like Kizaru, which is also another very inspired choice that, you know, I'm okay with. Too slow. I gotta keep up. Either one is great. He should just be involved in some way. I think he's just perfect for One Piece. Miss Goldenweek. I'd like to see Elsie Fisher. This is someone that I, you know, had the great opportunity to, you know, get to know while working on the film 8th Grade. Younger actress, and I just love to see her in more things. That's pretty much where that comes from.
Birthday thing tomorrow?
No.
Really?
Yeah, no.
That sounded kind of fun.
Kennedy doesn't like me.
That can't be true.
Cool.
Miss Doublefinger, Indira Varma, who played Ilaria Sand in Game of Thrones. She's just got this double finger look to her. I think that obviously she's a phenomenal actress as well. I can just see her chasing Nami down with those spikes.
If he gets to her before we do, we lose our only chance for revenge. You must choose. Doran's way and peace, or my way and war.
Miss Valentine's Day, I'd like to see Pom Klementieff, who is Mantis from the Guardians of the Galaxy movies and the MCU and all of that. You know, a more recognizable person at this stage, but probably a reasonably easy grab for the show because, you know, she's not in every Marvel movie, so her schedule would probably be open. She just looks like the character.
Is that the best you can do, man?
Jesus Christ.
Don't worry, it resets. No harm done.
Moving on to one of, if not my favorite character in the entire series, Nefertari Vivi, who is obviously going to be a tremendous and highly prevalent character throughout Season 2, and she's a member of the crew. Boom, bars, did it again.
Savage.
Benita Sandu is my pick currently. She was on the first season of a show called Pandora on the CW. She's done some Bollywood stuff. I think she's got a regal nature to her. She's unknown, but you know, there's something there. There's something there.
Well, our trio's gonna need a campaign manager, so I think I'm gonna stick around.
That must have felt good.
You have no idea. It's Jax. I've never really understood what it's like to have a real friend. I never needed one until today.
We're trying again one more time. We're going back to find out what happened.
Well, it's not going to be forever. We're going to see each other again.
Secondly, because I do have an alternative choice, someone that could grow into the role would be an actress named Dafne Keen, who most people watching will know as Hugh Jackman's daughter in Logan, right? By the time they would start filming Season 2, she would be actually the age range for Vivi. So this is sort of a faith pick. Like, I see that there's a lot of talent and potential there. And obviously she's on His Dark Materials now.
To Lara's relationship with Pan, it's like much closer. And that's when you really see Lara's love towards herself, because she takes such care of Pan.
How am I supposed to trust you when no one tells me the truth?
It's a beautiful coming-of-age story. And it's a story about a girl against the system. She's been told her whole life, you can't do this, you can't do that, you're a girl, you're blah. And she just says, well, I don't care. I'm ready to fight.
I could see her growing into something like that as well. Now, talking about Nefertari Cobra, keeping in the royal family line here, Alexander Siddig. This is another actor that I had the honor to watch perform because I worked on several seasons of Gotham, and he played Ra's al Ghul to tremendous effect. I think out of any casting in any superhero project, I think that, you know, he would crack the top 10 of like likeness wise. Like, he just looks like comic Ra's al Ghul. Great actor. He was also on Game of Thrones.
There is an ancient story amongst my people of a man who could not die. In his time, he committed terrible acts, raised a great kingdom, and then vanished.
What happened to him?
If the legend is to be believed, he walked away from his throne, vowing that one day he would return and complete his destiny, but that would require a particular knife.
This knife?
A story, as I said.
For Igaram, Neil McDonough.
I'm the guy that government hires to get information. What are you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on 1, cuffed with no weapon. Good. All right, kill him. Spray it up.
Not much else to say about that. I for a lot of picks, I'm just going to let the clips speak for themselves. Let's talk about Pell, maybe Chaka, You know, this is kind of interchangeable. An actor named Pej Vedat.
This little sideshow is now damaging the parent company. I've got brand partners jumping ship like it's sinking and on fire. All I need to know is which one of you is going to fall on their sword.
Let's talk about Drum, right? Because obviously Drum is part of the Alabasta saga, and certainly one of my favorite mini arcs, and includes my all-time favorite flashback character, Dr. Hiriluk, Bill Nighy. And I'm not talking about the science guy. I'm not talking about Bill Nighy. I'm talking about British actor Bill Nighy, who is no stranger to Pirates films because he was in the Pirates of the Caribbean movies.
We're all quite similar in the end. We all get old and tell the same tales too many times. But try and marry someone kind. And this is a kind man with a good heart. I'm not particularly proud of many things in my life, but I am very proud to be the father of my son.
Man, I could just see him nailing the "when does a man die" speech. I really love that choice. Really hope something like that happens.
This is going to sound strange. Be prepared for strangeness. Get ready for spooky time. But there's this family secret. And the secret is...
Jamie Lee Curtis is a outspoken One Piece fan. Yeah. She's had pictures of herself on Twitter, you know, going to the film Gold premiere and all types of things like that. She loves One Piece. What better character to give her than Dr. Kureha, right? I mean, alternatively, like maybe Vice Admiral Suru, but, you know, if you're going to get Jamie Lee Curtis, make her Kureha, you know, like give her some meat.
I so became these characters. If the way I raised your mother means that she hates me, but that she's prepared for the horrors of this world, then goodbye. Goodbye.
I talked about Chopper in the VFX video. My pick is still Jackson Robert Scott from It Chapter 2, 1 and 2. He played Georgie. He's also on Lock and Key on Netflix. I think he'd be great. And I talked more about how Chopper could work in Part 3. You can go and check that out.
I thought we were friends.
We're not friends. Just don't freak out when you see my body, okay?
What happens to your body?
I don't know, it kind of looks weird.
Like what?
Like a sock without a foot in it.
For Dalton, I'd like to see Winston Duke. Now, a lot of you may know him as M'Baku from Black Panther, but if you've seen some of his other work, he has this really, like, kindness and soft nature to him that I think would be nice to explore in a character like Dalton. And especially a good foil for a character like Wapple, who is supposed to be entirely reprehensible. I know a lot of people in the community want to see someone like Jack Black play Wapple. That's not going to happen, and it shouldn't happen. You know, would it be good? Sure. Would it be distracting? A little bit. But the point of Wapple is his age, in my opinion. The fact that he is younger, that he is in his late 20s, because the whole point of the backstory is that Dalton used to work for the former king and then, you know, was forced to now serve his son, who was a, you know, he's Wapple.
Daryl, smoke in my face. Daryl, come on. What? If you took the bag, you should give it back. You guys are f***ing lame. Lame! What? Hey, Zach, thanks for inviting me out today. Too bad your boyfriend's on the rag. We get home, make sure to slap him around. Both of you just shut up! Keep him in the fucking line!
Spitfiring some East Blue picks that were left out of the first video. Okay, Bellamy, another one of my favorite flashback characters. Minka Kelly, all right? If anybody has watched Titans and you've seen her as Dawn, aka Dove, in that show, you can see that she's got that hardened, badass nature, but then she's also got that sensitive side.
But according to the nurses, it's no big deal and I should consider myself lucky. You know what your daddy did?
He helped me get your room ready 3 months early, so we didn't have to worry about anything.
What?
We became Hawk and Dove to deal with pain. Our pain. And it worked. But then it wasn't enough for you, and you found other ways.
You're wrong.
Am I? That's why I went alone, so that you wouldn't risk a relapse.
Oh, I see. So you were doing me a favor sneaking out behind my back like that.
Maybe I was.
I think she would nail it. I really do.
Being Hawk and Dove was dangerous for both of us. I stopped. But if you can't, we're done.
Kuro. Alexis Denisov. When Chrissy and I first started dating, she watched all of One Piece to get to know me. I watched all of Buffy the Vampire Slayer and most of Angel to get to know her. And every time I saw Alexis Denisov on Buffy or Angel, I just thought he really looked like Kuro. And now that he's a little older, I think he fits more of like this grizzled, retired pirate that, you know, is off the deep end.
With Derek gone, the family inheritance falls to you, the younger brother and black sheep of the family. Unfortunately, you had neither the opportunity nor the intelligence to perpetrate this crime. Sorry about the impotent remark.
Don Krieg, Chad L. Coleman from Walking Dead and The Wire. Great guy.
Guy would just not give me what I needed. Not unlike you. So I said to myself, Tobias, make this guy feel pain like nobody who's ever lived. And then it clicked. It's not the pain that breaks people. It's fear. Fear of that pain. Of what that pain brings. What happens next?
At the end of the first casting video, threw it out there and I said to everybody, like, let me know in the comments. If I missed anybody, let me know who you want me to add to the next video. And I didn't put Mihawk in the first video because I didn't really have a choice at the time. The community's pick is Luke Evans. That's the one I see pop up all over. And sure, he's done enough roles with a sword to justify all of that. But to be contrary to that and to pick something else, I'm going to go with an actor named Gabriel Luna. He was Ghost Rider in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. He was the bad guy in the most recent Terminator film. I worked with him many years ago on a film called Freeheld. Before all of that, I've been happy to see his success, and I would love to see him do something in this show.
You know who I am, which is a problem for both of us. A problem that has to go away.
Hurt me all you want. You think I'm afraid to die?
I think you want it. No doubt. You got a death wish. Coming back to find me after I let you live. You told me not to. Said you deserved it. I'm just looking for proof that you do.
And then?
My problem goes away. And your wish comes true.
Alternatively, he would even be a good Shanks. You know, he's got that nice guy charm, but he can also turn on the badassery. He's got some swag. I think he would be good for Mihawk or Shanks. He should just fit somewhere. And finally, a bonus pick, Bellamy the Hyena. I'd like to see Keith Stanfield. I've loved Keith Stanfield's work since I saw him in Short Term 12 many years ago. And it's great to see him getting, you know, notoriety now, especially for Judas and the Black Messiah. His work on Atlanta is great. I'm pretty vocal about how Bellamy is one of my favorite characters, and what gravitated me to Bellamy initially, many years ago, was that he reminded me of the Joker. He had this chaotic nature to him.
Were you told, did someone tell you everybody was dressing up as Joker to go to the movie?
Nah, I just like dressing up.
You just like dressing up. I heard you want to play the Joker.
I would love to play the Joker. That'd be beautiful. That makes me go wait till they see me do it.
You want to get a good actor to play Bellamy. because he has to play Bellamy one way, and then years later when he comes back, he has to portray Bellamy a different way. So you need someone who can do that. Alternatively, if you want to go for looks and acting chops, Jimmy Tatro. If you want to go for less nuance and more, I want to punch this guy. Anybody who's seen American Vandal probably knows what I'm talking about. The guy's great.
The boys lost or something?
And I would never do it.
Someday, we're gonna get even. Maybe not today. Maybe not tomorrow. Maybe not even the day after that. But someday, you're gonna get what's coming to you, Trimboli. Oops. Looks like it was today. The boys lost or something?
But that's going to do it for me today, guys. This was a lot of fun. I'm glad we were able to do part 4. Thanks for hanging out with me today. If you made it to the end, you're a real one. And if you've made it to the end and you haven't subscribed and liked the video and all that YouTube stuff, now's your chance. But this is fun. It's all for fun. That's what this is all about. If you like my picks, you don't like my picks, it doesn't matter. It's all fluff anyway. Are these people going to get chosen for the roles? Maybe. Who knows? Most likely not. And that's okay too. Don't get attached to certain people in a certain role. Just let the show come out and then enjoy it or judge it for what it is. But don't preemptively decide whether something's going to be good or bad, because it hasn't happened yet. People do that too often with films and movies. We talked about that in part 1. But again, thank you everybody, and I'll see you soon.
I've been swimming deep, deep.
This better not awaken anything in me.
Savage.